Hello everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome to a new video. Globally, we're going through a very strange time. Everything in our lives is changing, from what we eat to how we live our lives to what we do in our free time to how we shop to how we work, how we communicate with our friends, family, loved ones, the way how some industries work and the way some businesses work these days. So we're seeing changes in all areas of life, and it's definitely a time where we're constantly evolving and changing and trying to adjust how we respond to what is going on. I guess that's a simple way to put it, and there's a lot of impact on businesses. Some have been impacted positively, some have been impacted very negatively. But on my end, from my perspective as a marketer, I've been reading a lot, trying to evaluate, trying to observe and think and formulate what we can do as marketers to kind of not take advantage of this crisis situation, but how we can react to this situation, how we can better perform, and how we can sustain our businesses and our jobs in this new environment, this new business environment that we're seeing. So I was trying to see things from this perspective, also because I wanted to share this and have a conversation about this situation with my students, which we did last week in our last class of the semester. So I also wanted to shoot this video for you so I could share some of the things that I think COVID-19 is going to have on marketing. And I also want this to be an open discussion. I want to hear your thoughts as well. So please do contribute in the comments. Let me know what you think COVID-19 or this crisis, like this period in general, is going to have. What are the effects this time frame is going to have on marketing side of things, and how marketers can do better marketing in this period of time. So that's what this whole video is about. If this is interesting to you, then keep on watching. I have a couple of observations to share with you. Number one thing that I think we will be seeing is companies doubling down on content. It is a great area to shift your attention to these days because buyers are on hold for most industries, for most type of businesses, but marketers still need to do something. Businesses still need to stay alive and still need to be active. So one of the great areas to invest energy and time into these days is content creation and content strategy. Businesses can really invest time into creating new content, repurposing old content, updating old content, doing SEO optimizations for old content that they have on websites, on blogs, and try to really repurpose the content they have into new formats. Maybe you haven't found time in the past to convert your blog posts into videos or GIFs or images, whatever. This is the time to do all of that. It's kind of a slower time, so take advantage of this and invest your time into creating more evergreen content, creating new content for your platforms, and also try to really focus on thought leadership and engagement on social media platforms. Just yesterday evening, I was reading a statistic that the internet usage overall has increased by 50%. And I know that a lot of our attention has been on social media. Just, take a step back and evaluate, think about how much social media you have probably consumed over the last few weeks. So having that in mind, we really see how much social media is kind of on the rise. So as marketers, we should be seeing this as an opportunity and as an area to invest our energy and actions into. Again, just to recap, a couple of things that you could be doing in terms of your content strategy is updating old posts, updating old content with relevant, timely information, doing SEO optimization, creating gated assets from previous assets that you might have had, previous content that you might have had, converting some of your blog posts into pillar pages, some evergreen content, repurposing your posts or videos into different content formats such as slide docs or GIFs or images for different channels, for different platforms again. And also finally, to really do social listening, to focus on social media engagement. Another thing that we can do as marketers is really invest into multi-channel marketing. It's crucial for businesses to be where their customers are at, and customers are currently not in brick and mortar shops. Customers are currently not in shopping centers. Since customers can't physically meet our businesses, we need to meet them where they are. So if they're online, if they're on social media, that's where we need to meet them, and we really need to invest into multi-channel marketing. I'm sure you've also had a similar observation, but one thing that I've seen in the past 4 weeks almost now is that businesses that were quick and agile to move their business to online have been successful and have kind of taken a softer hit from the COVID-19 crisis, if we can put it that way. And what's really important is that since this situation is going to continue for some more time, at least for the next 2 to 3 months, it seems, it really is important for businesses to be online, to be present online, to move their businesses online. And therefore, the ones that are able to do this have a higher chance to survive, and they're more likely to be more successful and come out of this crisis in a better position. So this is really, really crucial for marketers to think, and also for businesses in general to think as well. So that is number 2, investing into multi-channel marketing and making sure that if your customers are online, you also need to be present online and to meet their needs online. Number 3 is focusing less on search ads and more on social media ads. I've read this point in a couple of different articles and on different posts on LinkedIn as well, and I completely agree with this point, and here's why. Again, referring to the report that I was reading yesterday evening, over the last couple of weeks, Google search ads and the conversion rate from search ads have decreased, but on the other hand, the social media usage has increased. So this basically signals to us as marketers that we should invest our money and energy into social media ads rather than search ads these days. And again, the point is to meet our audience and prospects where they are and where they're doing their search and spending their time in, and that seems to be more so focused on social media rather than search ads these days. Another good thing to take note here might be to review the keywords that you're using for ads. Consider adding keywords such as online or delivery or buy or shop online or stuff like that. I'm not an expert in paid ads, but I still wanted to share this. This is a trend that we are seeing right now, and it's very important to kind of hop on this train and be aware of this, and also kind of shift the budget that we have for search ads towards more social media ads. Final thing that I want to share in terms of how we can make better use of our time is to get reviews of your product and services or brand on reviewing marketplaces or Google reviews or Yelp or whatever the type of business you have. I'm sure there's a relevant reviewing website or form or format. So make sure that you utilize this time to reach out to your customers, reach out to your fans, and try to get reviews, try to get scores, testimonials, and maybe create case studies. Again, this kind of links back to the first point of content creation. This is an indirect way to do that, but this is definitely something that you can do, and this is definitely a good time to focus your energy on that, because I know this is kind of always a little bit left behind when you're always on the go with marketing strategies. The testimonial, the case study part kind of always is left behind. So this is again a great time to focus your energy on. So because again, this is a slower period in terms of business, you can go back to your customers and fans and try to get them to review or rate your product or service. And all of these efforts eventually will help to increase your visibility and thought leadership in your industry, in your niche. These are some of the things that I think as marketers we can be working on, we can be focusing our energy on. Again, these are my observations so far. I'm sure I'm going to have a lot more as time goes by, and some of these might again change, because I mean, we're living in a world right now where everything kind of seems to change super fast. So I will adjust my thinking, my observations as time goes by. Again, if you have more, if you have different opinions about this, I'd love to hear them. I want this to be an open discussion. I'm curious to hear what you think marketers could be doing better, or how they could be utilizing their efforts and time better in this crisis period. I hope you take really good care of yourself, your loved ones. Stay safe, stay home, and I will see you in the next video. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell for more videos, and do a dance and go bake some bread. And that's all I want to share. Take care.